Hi, welcome back to our home tutorial video series. This is video number 2 for the Bokken, and I'm glad you're back. I hope you had a chance to check out the first video. If you didn't, make sure you go back and check the video 1 for Bokken. It's a introduction to everything from how to get one of these or something like it, how to hold it, how to bow it in, and a few basic moves to get you started. Once you've mastered that or had a little bit of practice at least, then you can start with this video next and work on what we're about to go over today. My name is Martin Moreau. It's a beautiful day here in Victoria, BC, Canada in my backyard. I'm so fortunate to have a nice little nook back here as part of our grounds, and it's a great place for me to come out here, have a little bit of training time, or maybe just a little bit of outdoor alone time. So let's talk about what we did last session. But before we do that, I want to remind you guys, if you don't already know, it's important to stop the video after you've watched something new, practice it a few times, maybe 10 times either side, and then start the video up again and work on the next lesson. Okay, you ready? Let's give it a go. So just a reminder, if you haven't done this already, bowed your Bokken in. I've got it in the right side. I'm going to now put it out here in front of me. I'm going to bow to the sword, keeping it high. Then I'm going to put it on my left side. This is the live, ready to go side. All right, I'm going to pull this out. We're going to get going. So in the last session, we did a little bit of shomen. All right, with Irimi 1. You can also do Irimi 2, which is stepping. And of course, you can step back. You can slide forward and slide back. Either one is fine. Gives you a little bit of practice. We also did some turning and cutting. So that's just a little review. So what we're going to work on today, a few new little exercises. We're going to start with a really good warm-up style exercise that also allows you to learn a few important things. So we're going to start in a horse stance, just like this, nice and low. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut forward. Then I'm going to row to one side, and I'm going to put this above my head. I'm going to reach so my hands are above my head. You don't want it down here. The idea is I'm blocking a strike coming in. Then I'm going to put it behind me as I get back to center, and I'm going to cut again. Now I'm going to lean to the other side, put this above my head. Notice how the sword is angled down about 45 degrees. That's really important. If you can imagine somebody striking me, if I have it like this is just a rail guide right down to cutting my hands or cutting me. I don't want that. So I rotate it over, put it over my head, and it's facing downward. Then I'm back to center, cut. Row to the other side. Now it's behind me. I'm at center, I cut. If we put it together, block, center, cut. Block, center, cut. Block, center, cut, and repeat. Now, there's a lot of stopping in there, but that's important. If all you do is just start waving it around like this, it's going to get really messy and it's not going to work, and it's not going to have any martial value. So we want this to actually work and be effective. So we're going to move to the side, come back to center, pause, strike, block. After we move to the side, back to center, strike, and then just keep moving it like this. All right, lower yourself each time. That's good to develop a good strong stance and also to work your legs. You're going to get some good exercise from that. Make sure you stop the video now, do that a little bit, then come right back. All right. So the next thing we're going to work on today is ski with the Bokken. There's a couple basic ways to do this, lots of different variations of course. I'm going to show you two basic ways today. One of them is to thrust without changing the angle of the Bokken, so that might look something like this. Now some people will poke straight out, that's okay, I like that too. But when I'm going straight through, I like to actually keep this the way it is. If you can imagine that there's a person here and I have this angle and I just push through, see how it saws down? It actually has the effect of being more of a cut. So this is one way, slide, okay? And then of course you can step, step. Now there isn't really a Yushiro version for this because I'm not really likely going to thrust while I'm moving backwards. So we're going to focus on forward movements. The other one is where you actually turn it to the side. And it kind of looks nice and level and flat like this. The basis behind that is that this strike would have been going through in between the armor or through or in between the ribs. So this would be tough to go through armor or bone, and of course this here goes through the ribs. Kind of sounds gruesome, doesn't it? It's just where these came from so that you know, okay? So here we go, sideways. We're going to focus on that one today. So a couple ways to do it, or a couple foot movements. One of them is to just do Irimi 1. That's where I'm going to just thrust, and when I thrust, the blade turns sideways and the sharp end faces my stomach side. If I'm doing this side, I've got it in front of me. Remember, the hands don't switch each time. So you're going to keep this at your side, and you're going to have it at an angle. And again, the blade is facing away from me. All right? You can also step with this. Watch again. Step. The important thing is that once I've completed the movement, whatever side that's forward, right, I want the blade facing the stomach side, like this. So if I started Migi Hanmi and I step to Hidari Hanmi, we call that Irimi 2, that has this kind of look with the sharp edge facing my stomach side. Let's do a few together, and then I'm going to ask you to stop the video and practice. So let's start with Irimi 1, Migi Hanmi. Ski, and back. Ski, and back. Ski, and back. Let's switch to Hidari Hanmi. Remember to soften your knees. Stay nice and low. You don't want to practice up high and stiff. So get low, and Irimi 1, ski. Again. And back. Ski. Okay? Good job. You can stop now and practice that if you want, or you can wait until I show you this next one, then you can practice them both together. So we're going to do it with Irimi 2 now. In our dojo, Irimi 1 is slide forward, Irimi 2 is step forward. Here we go with Irimi 2. Step and thrust to the side. Reset. Irimi 2. Reset. Irimi 2. Reset. If I show it to you from the other side, you can see the back side. Okay, now we're going to do Hidari side. Hidari, ready, step, and turn and thrust. When I say turn, I mean you turn your body a little bit, but also you turn the Bokken. Here we go again. Ski. Irimi 2, ski. Irimi 2, ski. Okay, great job. Stop there if you haven't stopped in a while. practice that 10 times each side, and then come on back. You back? All right, let's go. Now we're gonna add a couple things to make it more interesting. Watch. Shomen, ski. And let's go back. Notice how I'm doing just a Irimi one. That's sliding forward. Shomen, ski. Shomen, ski. Now let's do it with Irimi 2. Shomen, ski. Shomen, ski. Now, of course, you can do both sides. On top of that, you can start to mix and match them. Watch. How about Irimi 2, but then Irimi 1? So in other words, I'm mixing up stepping and sliding or shuffling forward. So Irimi 2, let's do Irimi 2 again. Or how about Irimi 2, Irimi 1? Or maybe Irimi 1, Irimi 1. Or Irimi 1, Irimi 2. You can really mix and match it and get a lot out of this one exercise to help you with your footwork. You think you can handle one more? Let's do one more. We're gonna add one more thing and leave it there for today. Are you ready? I can just hear my kids in the dojo when I say that, they yell back, "Hi!" And I can just imagine you doing that right now. So we're gonna add one more thing, which is the Tenkan. We learned that in video 1, the intro video. At least we learned it for the shomen, so it looks something like this. Shomen, turn underneath it with this above your head, and shomen again. Okay, so we had the Tenkan. What we can do is we can actually now start to mix and match all that stuff together, which is great. So let's play with just sliding, Irimi 1s and Tenkans, and see how that goes. Irimi 1, that's shomen, then Irimi 1, that's ski. Now I can Tenkan underneath it, and Irimi 1, Irimi 1, Irimi 1, Irimi 1, Irimi 1, Irimi 1, and back. Now we can do all Irimi 2s. Let's see how that works out. Irimi 2 shomen, Irimi 2 ski, Tenkan. Remember to step for Irimi 2, Irimi 2, Tenkan, Irimi 2, Irimi 2, Irimi 2, Irimi 2. Now we go mix and match. Did you catch that last one? That was a double ski. Here, and then I switched over to the other side. I hope you had fun with us today. As you can see, the further you get into Aikido, it just becomes almost limitless. So many fun things that you can do. These basics that I'm teaching you, feel free, once you get the basics down, to mix and match stuff. I would say try not to come up with anything too weird and crazy and new. But if you mix and match the items I've already given you, chances are they're going to be something legitimately Aikido-like in our repertoire. And guys and girls, you're going to have a lot of fun with this. So I'm really looking forward to seeing your skills improve for when I see you in person again in the near future. I want to thank you for joining us and supporting us in these Aikido Home tutorials. Let me just put this away safely. Remember that blade is live. Bring it over to this side. Please feel free to post comments, like the videos, let us know that you're appreciating them, and share them on your own social media feeds or with family and friends, people you think that could benefit from these videos. Thank you for being with us. Stay tuned for more videos to come. Have a great day.